Welcome to this video series. In this series, I'm going to try to trade from $110 up to $1 million. Now, why is it 110? Well, that's because I put in the wrong amount. I have to say, I am a seasoned investor, but I know absolutely nothing about Forex. So I'm going to try this and I'm going to show you my results every single time. And I'm going to show you how many I win and how many I lose. All right, so let's get started. Now, first, I'm going to look at this gold and dollar pair. Just see how that goes. I'm thinking I'm just going to use my technical analysis the way I do stocks and try to use the same signals as I do that here, right here. So let's see. All right, let's make some lines. As you can see this chart, and I'm going thinking 15 minutes is all right. Now, as you can see, currently we're laying on some lower points here, going back all the back from the 15th of July. As you can see, we have been trading a bit upwards ever since 28th, and I think we're going to continue that. As you can see, we also are at the day from 40, almost 0.40%. Let's say we're only going to use one lot because I really, as I said, I don't know a lot about it. As you can see here, I'm going to use stop profits, stop loss, and take profits each time. All right, so as you can see, we're buying at around 3.35, and I'm going to look at, as you can see, some other top signals right up here. Just look at that, make a line so I can read the number better. All right, what is that? That will be 338. So let me just, if that seems a bit steep, how much am I going to make then? Well, all right, that's fine. 33846. Let's just make it or 6 like that. So I'm going to try to follow my technicals every single time, and hopefully I'm going to make money that way. All right, the stop loss, let's look at some lows down here. What is that? 21.48 or 45. That look nice. Let's see. Actually, it looks a bit better right down here. As you can see, it's just on the cusp here. Let's just make it 0.020. So as you can see, chances are it's going to move upwards a bit. It has to move upwards a bit more than it has to move downwards. All right, let's put the first in right here. Right, as you can see now, I've placed my order. All right, that's the first one. Let's see if we can make some more trades. All right, what else looks interesting today? Well, let's try the Japanese yen. Let's see if that looks interesting. Forex is trading up quite high compared to the start of July here. See, we've moved up quite nice. We're actually getting quite high recently. Probably also because we just had the trade deal with Japan and the US regarding tariffs. Right, as you can see, what is the momentum? The momentum like is actually quite nice recently. Let's make this even smaller. Let's make them 5 minutes each. How are we looking? Actually looking quite nice. We're moving a bit downwards, it would seem, but we are laying on a previous signals here. As you can see, we have these bottom formations here. So bottom formation are down here and a few support levels here. I think it's actually going to move upwards again. Let's see, what do I think it's going to land on now? All right. Let me just look at this for a bit. All right. Let's say, all right, right up here, what do we have? 148.6. That'd be fine. Maybe a bit higher than that, actually, because we want to see some more momentum. As you can see, we have some peaks right up here. Let me align here properly. Let's see what is actually. Let me just delete that again. Backwards a bit, as you can see. All right, we actually have some right here as well, up here. Yeah, I actually think it's going to be quite decent. What is that? 1.48665. All right, so that's going to be a buy as well. What's the 1.48665? Let's see. That is going to be in profit. That's going to be 1%. Right. Really not that much. Let's increase it a bit more. I think we should. So we're just going to press increase in percentage, and stop loss is going to remove again accordingly. Let's just make 1.5% profit here. Now, as you can see, it's quite small trades, and the reason I'm doing that is because I said I don't really have any experience in this, so I'm just going to be a bit more careful. All right, how about these stop loss? That this one down here looks a bit nice. As you can see, we have this one here, but it has hit that quite a few times, and of course, we don't want to hit that too recently or too fast. I mean, let's just take this one down here, which is what 1.48.199. 199. All right, perfectly. Now my order has been executed. As you can see down here, you can always see my active orders down here. All right, as you can see, this actually looks kind of nice. You know what? Let's just buy that. Invalid order rejected. Learn valid stop loss or take profit. Right, and why might that be? I actually increased order rejected thing. Now, why might as you can see here, I really don't have that much experience trading Forex because I don't really have that much experience with advantage either. I like that it's TradingView, it's the API for that, but I really don't know much more than that. Quite interesting. Why can't I do that? Maybe if I... Right, let's just maybe make it smaller then, like so, and make this even higher to see if that removes the problem. Nope, it doesn't. All right, well, let's just find a different thing to buy then. What looks interesting? As you can see, Euro just moved into positive as well. That was negative before. Why might that be? Still 5 minutes. Let's make it 30 minutes this time to get a bit of a better view. See if I can see why. Oh, as you can see, it just breached above that support level. So I think since this has just moved a bit up, see the day's range, as you can see, we're actually laying quite in the top of the day's range. Why don't we lay a buy order here and the previous support levels right here? What is that? 1.16? What is that? 1.16? Let's just, you know what? Let's just make it 1.16 flat. See that? Stop loss. We always want that because in case it moves too much, I'm just going to lose everything I have in the account because it's going to be forced a loss. What is it on here? 1.145. Like so. Doesn't that look nice? And it is actually also on par, as you can see right here with the stop losses. See, like so. All right, buy. All right, this was placed nice. No problems with that. As you can see as well, you can see my take profit and stop loss lines here, which of course is nice. Now, should we do one more just to do it? I think we should. Now we have two buys. All right, let's see if we can find. I want to say a sell, but of course, if I don't see any reason to sell, I'm just going to make another buy order. Let's see here for the day's range. We're also in the top of that one. Japanese one, we couldn't really buy that. That's actually in the lower of the today's range. Didn't even notice that. How about pounds? We're also on the top of that. We're actually moving in quite highly today in the Forex market. Bit interesting. All right, let me look at moving up a bit, but overall it hasn't really been this. Really doesn't look that exciting. And something else. How about the Australian dollar? Right, it has been trading quite a lot sideways all ever since July. I mean, quite interesting. Let's make this a bit smaller, 15 minutes instead. Again, moving up and down quite a bit. We see some proper signals here. As you can see, often we see it right here and a bit lower, but overall we see some, as you can see also over here. Oh, that order was filled as well. Nice. And as you can see, you can always see the profit that is made. All right. Now, as you can see right here, we also have some peaks and that, I mean, and some bottoms and some bottoms and some bottoms. Overall, it moves up quite nicely. And we do see some peaks up here as well, which are quite nice. But that's a bit less reliable, and these aren't that reliable as well, because we see it breaking through and breaking through up here quite a lot. But overall, as you can see, we are moving a bit downwards from today's range. What is it looking at the moment? Like at the moment, let's make them even smaller so we can get a better gist of how market is moving at the moment. As you can see, we've actually moving upwards ever since about 2 o'clock and moving a bit upwards even more. All right, you know what? We're just gonna make another buy order today. All right, let's see. What is this? What is these support levels up here? That's about. Let's make one that I think fits properly. Right up here. That looks nice. Right, what is that? 0.65. What? That's actually a bit fine because then we get a bit more profit. Once again, you can see it's a bit small orders to make, but then again, I want to learn this properly before I make some proper trades. And the stop loss, what is that? What should that be? Let's see down here. That's about what 0. Let's just make that straight on the nose like so. And because as you can see, this is quite small, 1% wise, we're gonna increase the lots like so. The lots is the more money I'm willing to risk. As you can see up here, that's how much money I risk. But given the fact that the percentage is so small, like we want to make some money, I want to increase them a bit more. So on the small ones, I want to increase the lots a bit more. Now let's see if this order goes through. Again, place order failed. Now why would that be? Interesting. Let's see. So I can't really find a reason why it would fail on that. Make it a bit lower, perhaps. That. It was. All right. Sometimes I guess I'm gonna have to do that. Maybe it's because the market has been already moved so much that my stop loss is invalid because maybe it's too close or too far away. I of course don't know that. But as you can see, I just moved it so little that it doesn't really make any real change at all. Markers again. As you can see, these are my trades today. As you can see, we have 3 buys. We have the gold and dollar the euro and the dollar and the Australian dollar and the US dollar. So overall, let's hope this is good. Now, every single video I'm gonna make one of these each day, and I'm gonna show you any sheet, my wins and losses for the day before that. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.